already in Pottstown. Maybe a light jacket if that this morning needed. 60 in Coatesville, 63 in the city. Low 60s all in the surrounding suburbs here. Even in Smyrna and in Millville, 60, 63 degrees. The cooler spot right along the shore. I mean, this time of year, the ocean temperature is only 47, so sure, you're at 54 right now in Ocean City. Satellite and radar showing in the overnight hours, we had a couple of showers mostly north of the city. If you are north and west, you could get an isolated gusty storm today. The rest of the area is just staying dry. And we've got a breeze. It's out of the southwest. This warm wind just allowing those temperatures to rise even more so than yesterday. 12 miles an hour right now, but a little gusty at times. So here's what you can expect at 8 o'clock. Get outside, really warm and 64, mid-70s at lunchtime with sunshine. At least 81 at 4 o'clock. The record's 82, set back last year. Mostly cloudy at 8, maybe that spotty storm north, and 75 at 8 o'clock, Matt.
Warm breeze sounds nice for this.
Our sites.
Yeah, that was an interesting study too, because they had come out before and said, you know, it's good just to walk. And while that's good, maybe they're saying you need to do a little more than that. Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about those near record warm temperatures. Yeah, you've got it today and tomorrow. Yesterday we were in the 70s. Today, the low 80s, likely tying the record set back in 2025. 83 tomorrow. The high is 81, the record high is 81, set back in 1978, so likely breaking that one. 2 days you get in the 80s. Satellite and radar showing we had some showers overnight north of the city, and right now we have more clouds to the north than we do to the south. Could see a spotty storm north and west of the city later tonight, but overall we're staying mostly dry. 24-mile-an-hour wind gusts. You're noticing the wind kind of like yesterday. It's out of the southwest. That just allows those temperatures to really rise with that warm wind. So at 7 o'clock this morning at 63. Your typical overnight low is just 39. And we're going to be in the low 60s this morning. So it's already unusually warm to start. No real coat needed today. At 11 o'clock, it's 72 with bright sunshine. Sunshine mixing with some patchy clouds around through the afternoon. At 1 o'clock at 77. 3 o'clock, you're sitting at 81. 7 o'clock this evening. Even then, if you got to work all day, you're like, I missed out on the warmth. If you could get home by 7, it's 77 degrees. We've got a great night for the Phils tonight. No problems for the game. It is going to be breezy like yesterday, but warm. 79 at first pitch, a lot warmer than yesterday at 6:40 for the start at the 9th inning. 74 degrees with a few clouds. We're watching for an isolated storm north and west. I think we stay dry in the ballpark, and even tomorrow morning could be a shower around leftover, especially north of the city. This is a look at 6 o'clock in the morning. If you wake up early, maybe a couple of spots getting a shower, but we have to watch late in the day. This is a look at 5:30 in the evening tomorrow. We've got a front coming through with the warm and kind of sticky conditions tomorrow. We could see a storm pop up. Here's 1 or 2 forming that could be a little bit gusty. This is 5:30 in the evening on Wednesday. That's 8:30 in the evening where you get a few more. So something to watch for Wednesday night especially. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day. A warm wind today brings us to 82 degrees near record highs. Tomorrow 83. But for the start of Passover, we'll be watching for a couple of scattered storms late day into the evening. They wrap up super early on Thursday, but Thursday we've got the wind coming in off the ocean. Lots of clouds as a front comes through. Some models suggesting if you're southwest of the city, it could be warmer, but it's going to be kind of chilly through the afternoon on Thursday. Friday, clouds to some sunshine for Good Friday, 77. 81 on Saturday. We've got a nice warm start to the weekend. Let's get the kids ready for it's not ice cream time yet, Pellman. You got to get off to school and start your day. Really mild at pickup time at 63 degrees. We've got some sunshine, some patchy clouds. It's nice this afternoon, 81 degrees. The record is 82, set back in just last year. And we might be beating that one. Let's take a look at satellite and radar. We had a few showers overnight, mostly north of the city. I see a sprinkle to the west, no big deal. Late today, if you're north and west, you get an isolated storm. Most areas just stay dry today. It's a little windy. You're going to notice that gust, maybe 20, close to 30 miles an hour, but that's just ushering in warmer weather. So could be an isolated evening storm in the Lehigh Valley, mostly dry, 80 degrees, 82 in the city with that near record warm, 64, a lot cooler at the shore, and that wind today, 15 to 25 miles an hour. So if you have problems, it's not my fault. I've done a great job.
Well, here.
Give yourself some ice cream because it's going to be nice and warm at lunchtime, 75 degrees. I can just hear the music from the ice cream truck. 2 o'clock, 79. Pellman running, chasing it down the street. At 4 o'clock, it's 81. The only time he runs. At 5 o'clock, 80 degrees with sunshine and clouds. Satellite and radar showing we had a few showers, mostly north of the city overnight. We have a bit more cloud cover north than we're seeing south, where it's been nice and clear. Maybe a spotty storm north and west later this evening or tonight, but most areas just stay dry. It's a good day for that morning run because you don't have to bundle up at all. Don't even need a jacket. You're in the low 60s this morning. Tomorrow it's warm, but it's kind of sticky. So today's kind of picture perfect. At 9 o'clock at 65, at 11 at 72. Bit of a breeze out of the southwest, but a warm wind. At 1 o'clock, it's 77 degrees. The afternoon highs, typically we see a high of 58. We're going into the 80s. Even in the Lehigh Valley, 80 degrees with that isolated chance for an evening or nighttime storm. In the city, near record warmth, 82, 64, a lot cooler at the shores you typically get this time of year because, you know, the ocean water is so cold, it's only 47, so it's hard for them to get too warm there. Winds out of the south-southwest today, 15 to 25 miles an hour. Overnight hours. Typically, we see an overnight low around 39 or 40. The overnight low is 65 with that isolated shower, especially north of the city overnight. And then tomorrow, we're looking at 83 degrees for your high in the city. I don't know if everybody hits the 80s tomorrow. Today it's pretty uniform except for the shore. But tomorrow looking like some spots, especially north, may hold just in the 70s tomorrow. Have you been sneezing? It's been a mess for me. This is the updated allergy map. I just looked up the latest information. Today you're in the medium high zone. Tomorrow you're in the high zone, but really peaking Thursday. I mean, it's just about as bad as it gets. And it's early in the season for that. Not really coming down much Friday either. So if you suffer from allergies, it's going to get worse over the next couple of days, guys. Here's your warning. Your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day, a warm wind near record high of 82. Great for the fills tonight. 83 tomorrow. Record warmth. We'll get a couple of scattered storms. Any one, especially west of the city, could be a little gusty, so something to watch for. Thursday, temperatures drop, maybe even be cooler in the afternoon than it is in the morning. 56 for your high. If you're well south of the city, might be a little warmer there. A front comes through and maybe doesn't cross the whole region, but it lifts right back up Friday at 77 degrees. Clouds to some sunshine for your Good Friday. How about Saturday? What a start to a holiday weekend. 81 degrees, nice and warm on Sunday. You've got a nice morning, but then